all she wanna do is party all night.
Hey guys, what is up and welcome to a brand new series on the channel. Like I said, I was doing a My Coach series and I'll also be doing a My Career series, be a pro, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, welcome to the series. Our first video will just be doing our creation and playing our first game. I did play a little bit of be a pro in AFL Evo 1. So we're going to get straight into it. We're going to start in the NAB League and we're going to try and work our way up to the AFL. So we'll be starting at the Dandenong Stingrays in the NAB League. I was going to try and start like at a VFL and try and get drafted through there, but we'll start as a rookie, an 18-year-old. The Dandenong Stingrays is the team that we'll be starting with. So let's get into the creation. Now, I don't really know how the Be a Pro My Career works. Do we actually have to play well to get drafted, or do you actually just play for the NAB AFL League? I don't know if there's actually a draft. I haven't played, like I said, this or even seen anyone really play this. So I guess we'll find out. So we're going to go 5 minutes, senior. Like I said, I haven't really played the game too much, so we're going to start out not the hardest difficulty as we learn all the controls and all that good stuff. Would you like to use an existing custom player or create a new player? So we're going to go with a new player. As you can see here, we play for the Dandenong Stingrays, 18-year-old. Tommy Green, just like our My Coach. We'll be starting out as a 18-year-old and we'll be trying to make the AFL. So if you want to be a part of this journey, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'll try and get some videos out to you of the Be a Pro. I actually didn't realize you could be a female. That's pretty cool. Maybe down the track, be a female or something, and do something like that. So I'll just quickly get through the creation process. Number 21 we'll be rolling with will be a midfielder, right-footed. There definitely is more creation features you can actually pick from this year. I remember AFL Evo 1 was like pretty limited in what you could do. As you guys can see, I am skipping through it, but there is a ton of things that you can choose, things that you can have of your My Play this year. Comment down below, guys. What are you guys creating? What position? Where are you starting? Are you just going to start in the AFL, or you guys are going to start in the draft like I'm doing and work my way up? So we'll be trying to get that number 1 draft pick. That is our goal. We'll try and go round 1, pick 1. I really like the beards, but I'm not going to put a beard on considering I'm only an 18-year-old and we'll be working our way up. I love how you can customize your mouth guard and all that good stuff. You could not do any of this in AFL Evolution 1. So if you want to be a part of this journey, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as we are adding tattoos. There is hundreds and hundreds of tattoos. I didn't actually realize how many tattoos there was until I was going through. We're going to have a bit of leg tats, we're going to have a bit of arm tats. We're going to be tatted up as we start our My Career. And yeah, so I was wondering if once we get to the AFL, if you can actually be dropped, if stuff like that can happen. I didn't actually realize if you could be dropped like that. Like in AFL Evolution 1, it really did not matter how you played. If you were struggling, you still got a spot in the team. You still basically got all the accolades, everything that you needed to be in an AFL team. And yeah, so I'm interested to see how the draft goes. Here is our My Player, Tommy Green. Pro leveling, so pro player setup. So this is where we can add our attributes. We only start with 20,000, and as you guys can see, everything here is very, very expensive. That is one thing that I do remember from AFL Evolution 1. Everything was pretty expensive, and I'm a player rating of 62. Our goal is to get that as high as possible before we reach the AFL, and then once we reach the AFL, try and get it even bigger. So 189 centimeters, 72 kilos, midfielder, 18 years old. The Dandenong Stingrays. Like I said, we're going to play our first game, so stick around. We are playing that. I'm just going to add some attributes here, try and spend all our points, and we have 815 left over. We actually can't. So it is kind of the same to My Coach. The setup you see here: next match objectives, team stats, team status, team management. I just wanted to see in team management if I could actually move me around and put me in positions, but I actually can't, considering it to be a pro mode. So that's really cool. I like that feature. I like the fact he actually... The coach puts you where he thinks you should be. You don't get to choose where you are. And as you guys see here, player status, games played this season, selection status, and draft potential. So we can get drafted this year. I didn't actually think you'd get drafted in AFL Evo 1. So let's get into the first game. We're versing the Rebels. Our first ever game in the NAB AFL League. Our first ever game in Be a Pro. Let's launch into the game against the Rebels. We're playing at Mars Stadium. I don't know if we'll be playing at any of the big stadiums in the NAB AFL League, but as you guys see here, we are at Ballarat Mars Stadium. Now, with Be a Pro, I know that you can actually, the camera follows you around. I probably will have to adjust the camera considering it was pretty tough in AFL Evo 1 to really follow the ball and track the ball and all that good stuff. We are starting on the wing, as you guys can see here. I thought that we'd actually start in the middle as we come running out. I thought we'd start in the middle, but we are starting on the wing. We're wearing our away jerseys. I really like the fact they've got all the jerseys in basically every single mode. Every team has a home and away jersey. This is our away jersey, and we are getting our career started today against the Rebels. So let's get it underway. Let's get our Be a Pro underway. Let's see where this series leads us. Let's see where we can get, as you guys can see here, lining up on the wing. We're going to try and get as many touches as possible. We are trying to increase our draft projection. As you see here, we get our first touch on the opposite foot, the left foot. Kicked it straight up in the air, went absolutely nowhere. Early on here, the Rebels, definitely tough. It's so much different to playing my coach, where you're controlling basically every single player. You have to be on your game. You've got to be running to the right spots. You can't just be calling for the ball whenever you want. As you see here, the Rebels kicked the opening first 2 goals against us. A bit shell-shocked early on as we get our first few disposals here. I'm just going to be talking over my highlights in this video. As the videos go on, I probably will be doing commentaries over games. Instead of just having highlights, I might have the full games. But I do like showing highlights off here. As you guys see here, massive chance to kick my first ever goal in the NAB League. First ever goal of the series, and it just bounces the wrong way and goes through behind. So 1 point to 13 here. The Rebels ended up turning the ball over here, and we get our first goal of the game. So early on, I thought the Rebels were really going to just run all over us, but we definitely do bounce back here in the second quarter. In the second half of the first quarter, kick up the line here. As you guys can see, I'm a very attacking player here, trying to kick as many goals as possible. Kick my second point of the game. Nice little passage of play there out of the out of bounds play. 8 to 13 early on. Kick into the forward line. We have a massive chance to get our second goal. High tackle, so we are having a shot on goal. I don't think it ended up going down the way I thought. I actually think the free kick was to the Rebels then. But at quarter time, we trail the Rebels. Early on, I am enjoying the Be a Pro. I was enjoying the first quarter here. It was a lot of fun playing just the one player running around. 2-1-13 to 1-8. We ended up with 9 disposals in the first quarter. So we are leading the disposals on the ground. And in the second quarter, we did not stop our disposal count. We kept getting the ball. So I had a chance here to kick another goal. I actually had 3 points up to this stage. Hit the post, hit the woodwork, and I get another chance to kick a goal. I was being a bit hungry. I was trying to get my first goal of my career. 2-1-13 to 1-4-10 early on here as I have my first set shot at goal. I definitely need to improve my set shot kicking, as you guys can see here. Missed it to the right-hand side. Nice little handball here. I thought I was going to get the 1-2. I was pushing to the goal square, but Henderson off the ground gets it to go. Kicks his first goal of the game, and we are on here. So we take the lead. We did have the lead late into the second quarter, where the Rebels had a shot at goal to take back the lead. Ends up kicking the goal. So we do trail the Rebels late in the second quarter. Like I said, I will be looking at trying to get that number 1 draft pick. I don't really know if it depends on if you win your games and all that kind of stuff. But have a look at this goal straight out of half-time. Nice left foot goal here from the Rebels forward. I could not believe he kicked this. This is his left foot. I don't know if this is his opposite foot or his preferred foot. But left foot under pressure, and it sails through for a goal. So our third quarter, I think we got our most disposals of the game. I think we only had 13 up to half time. You see here, I was owning the wing. Considering I was on the wing, I was trying to own the wing as much as possible, trying to get as many touches as I could. Running along the wing here. I also have another chance to kick a goal, as you guys are going to see. I call for the ball again, being greedy as I was in the first half. And this is probably something that I will try and forget. No wind at all. I do mistime this kick, and just have a look where this goes. Oh boy, as BT would say, oh boy. Definitely something I need to improve. We are down. I ended up getting taken off. Now I don't know if this was a feature in AFL Evo 1. I got taken off to the bench, so I had to simulate to the end of the quarter. 5:10:40 to 5:9:39. We had 20 touches at 3/4 time. Still searching for my first goal. I think I had 4 points here. I got almost killed in this tackle early on in this in the last quarter, sorry. I kick it down to the forward line. We do need a goal here to take the lead, and we just hit the post off the ground. 40 to 40, like I said, trying to be extremely hungry. I did call for this. It did go over my head, and we do get the mark, our forward. Now, I don't know all our forwards, like I said. I'm just going to be focusing on my player as we try and get into the AFL. We do end up taking the lead. He ends up kicking the goals. We have a 1-goal lead. Basically, early on in this fourth quarter, and like I said, I was searching for my first goal of my career. I am all alone in the 50, about 20 meters out here. No wind at all. All I have to do is get it perfect, hit that green, and we're going to kick our first goal of our career. Now, I just missed the green, so I was a bit concerned, but we do kick our first goal of our career. It gives us a 13-point lead, a little bit of a buffer. And, yeah, what a game. 23 touches, 1 goal, 4, and I did get taken off again. So we end up winning this game, win the game by 13 points. Tommy Green finishes with 23 touches and a goal. Pretty successful first outing, I'd say, for Tommy Green. Like I said, I will be trying to get the number 1 draft pick. We end up winning. I do get player of the match. So I was happy with how our first game went down. I'm happy with everything. So 6:21:57 to 9:16:70. Both teams were definitely missing a lot. So 23 touches and a goal for Tommy Green. I hope you guys enjoyed the first video. I will be getting out some more videos. So if you want to be a part of this journey, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And yeah, so 23 touches and a goal, and we'll look forward as we make our case to be a first round draft pick.